And let's shift focus now to Cameroon, where President Paul Biya made a rare public appearance. The 92-year-old held a campaign rally ahead of the upcoming October 12th election. He is seeking his 8th term in office after spending 43 years in power. Addressing a gathering in the country's far north, Biyah promised to curb unemployment and to improve infrastructure. He also spoke about increasing efforts to empower and educate the Cameroonian women.
My goal, my fellow citizens, is for every young person, wherever they may be, to have opportunities that enable them to easily find a job or become an entrepreneur. We must intensify our efforts in the areas of education and empowerment for women. We need more women at all levels of responsibility.
Biyah's latest public appearance followed his recent trip to Switzerland, the reason for which is not known. The president has been in and out of public view quite a few times. Recently, reports of his disappearance and even his death made headlines in the country. Now, this followed his absence from the UN General Assembly last month. Now, he has started his election campaign in the far north town of Maroua, a region that has been reeling under extremist attacks and kidnappings for ransom by outfits like the Boko Haram and the Islamic State West Africa Province, or ISWAP. Now, Biyah vowed to step up the region's security during his speech. Cameroon's far north is an isolated region with infrastructure deficits. It struggles with poor road networks and restricted access to basic amenities. But it accounts for nearly 20% of Cameroon's 8.2 million eligible voters. And 2 out of 9 opposition candidates running for the top post have a strong following here. Biyah may be eyeing to put an end to his opponent's dominance in the area. Now, Biyah is the world's oldest head of state. He secured a landslide victory in the 2018 elections with over 71% of the votes. But the Cameroonian opposition claimed that the election was marred by fraud and voter intimidation. Biyah's tenure is marred by allegations of having a low tolerance for opposition. And what adds to these claims is a ban on Biyah's strongest rival, Maurice Kamto, from the presidential race. He was ruled out as the party endorsing him floated another candidate, highlighting an internal friction. With this, Biyah's chances for victory have gone up. If he wins, the world's oldest leader at 92 would remain in office until he is nearly 100. He also removed a 2-term presidential limit through a parliamentary vote in 2008 to stay in power. He is now Africa's second longest serving leader. But Biyah's old age is increasingly becoming a cause of concern. His critics say that his capacity to govern has been affected by his age. He is rarely seen in public and regularly travels to Europe for private stays and medical treatment. Biyah's age is not the only challenge he faces. Under his rule, Cameroon has struggled with high unemployment rates, chronic corruption, and security crises. At least 43% of the Cameroonians live in poverty. Now, these issues have plagued the country and have pushed the youth into resentment. Will Biyah be able to fetch votes from the disgruntled youth to retain his power? Now, that remains to be seen.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all 3 just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.